Down the Rabbit Hole. Oh my gosh. I really check out Down the Rabbit Hole. I mean, just the research, how fast, they are. A lot of times down the rabbit hole, sometimes it's running circles around me.
Investigative YouTuber, serving all the receipts.
Shout out to everyone in the chat, guys. I just kind of went live. Welcome, everyone. Hey, Magic. Welcome, my love. Welcome, all my members. 46 in the house so far. Hey, Brianne. Welcome. Guys, I'm not using the headphones or the new camera. I just got my AirPods because I was like, let me just come in real quick and talk to everybody here. Excuse me. Shout out to everybody. Hey, Poochie. Welcome. Hey, Caroline, my love. Welcome. Hey, Zen. Hey, Christopher. Hey, Brianne, my love. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Hey, Caprice. Saucy. Okay, LG, guys. I know Run with Scissors was there. You must have been there. So shout out to Steve Fisher, who posted the link for a lot of us. Because like I said, I was like, I don't know if I should go or not. And I did. They disabled the chat in the court hearing. So that was kind of like, I guess it's a good thing because it should have been disabled in the first place. There's a lot of people that were using it that weren't supposed to be using it. You caught the live. Welcome. Hey, Stuck on Strings. Oh my God. You know what? Do your PhD work, my love. Do your PhD work. That's more important. Hey, TT. Welcome. Okay, cool. Welcome. Shout out to you. All right. Hey, so I think I saw Saucy Sauce in here. In here. Yes, Saucy Sauce. Shout out to you if you're in here. Okay, let's get to it. So the hearing was held this morning. Hey, Lady Webs, my love. Thank you guys. Welcome. And make sure you hit the like button. I literally just went live. Hey, Gumby. And I'm greeting my members. Some of you guys don't like that. I got to greet my supporters and my members because, they're number one to me. We had the hearing. Okay. And the chat was disabled. So everybody knows the chat was disabled. I literally went in there and it seemed like I was the only person there along with the attorneys, but I'm pretty sure there was probably everybody was separated by virtual rooms. Okay. So let me tell you a couple things that stood out to me. There is a protective order in place now. So Jared can't have contact with the victim. Okay. With Hero, which is awesome. It should have been in place a long time ago. What got to me, though, I said that, and I'm about to go off just a little bit, okay? Just hear me out on this. I was under the assumption that fingerprinting had to be done prior to the hearing. Like, you have to go to the jail and fingerprint and everything. It must be really nice to have attorneys in the court accommodate that for you. I thought that was very interesting because fingerprinting accommodations, his attorney, Mr. Randall, asked for it, which I was like, what a fucking jerk. Because if this was some other non-celebrity, you better believe that no fingerprint accommodations would have been done. He needed to have done those before his hearing. I thought that was pretty stupid that they were willing to accommodate. And so he says, well, can it be in Oregon, in his state? I said, no, if this was regular Joe Schmo from off the street, I'm telling you, it must be really nice to have that privilege, right? To not have to go to the courtroom and fingerprint. They're even making accommodations for fingerprint. Yep. It's like they babied him. I swear. Because he should have had that done before the hearing. And so now the court is like, well, make sure you have that done before the end of December. And so then the attorney was like, well, can he do it so he doesn't have to travel to Utah to do it, right? Well, can he just do it to Oregon? And the judge was like, I don't know how you have to have that done, right? Like, I don't know how you do it, whether it's in the state that he's in, but he needs to have it done before the end of the month. That should have been done a long time ago, before the hearing. But I just thought it was so interesting, right? That they're willing to, I don't know, accommodate to poor Jared Leisek. Let's accommodate to your to you, right? Let's cater to you because you somehow, it's the privilege for me. I'm just telling you guys, like, anyways, it was supposed to be done before the last hearing. Thank you. Thank you. Prejudice much. He's a monster and should be treated as so. Yes, Caprice. Yes, absolutely. Scotland protective orders in place for Hero, so I hope she's getting the support she needs. Hearing was very quick and straight to the point. It sure was, ma'am. It sure was. No arrest. It's supposed to turn himself in for booking prior to the hearing. That's what I thought. So they're asking. So one of the things that they asked, well, fingerprinting. He hasn't been fingerprinted. This is what I'm talking about. How is it that, is it the privilege? Like, I get that we're out of state, but since when does the court make exceptions for such things, such accommodations? Even his attorney was like, well, can we accommodate, he's can he fingerprint over here where he's at in the state that he's at? And I'll call my paralegal to see if we can get him fingerprinted, and maybe they can transfer it over. Like, the fuck? When did it become normal for victims to become criminals and criminals to become victims? It's the privilege for it all. Differential treatment. So I'm telling you guys, if half of you guys were in his situation and your name is not Jared Leisek, you would have been reprimanded for this shit. Since when does that, like, I was like, I'm confused. I'm so confused. No, ma'am. No, Corey. No. This is what you call privilege. Okay. This is what you call money. All right. Like, let's just get it right there. So they were deciding about a preliminary hearing, a waiver hearing. The filings are going to be sealed, so everybody's aware. That's the request that Mr. Randall, his attorney, is making. Okay. He was such a jerk, guys. Like, obviously, we know that we cannot fucking live stream this shit. We know that. So he wanted the judge to reiterate that, of course. I was like, the fucking privilege of this, the privilege of it all, guys. Like, it's, I mean, must be nice. I can't stand the sickos and have stronger rights. Yep, he does. Money talks, guys. Right. That's what I think too. Listening while I edit, vent away. Lovely rabbit. Good to hear your voice. Thank you, my love. I had many difficulties with this thesis, including misogynist of a professor who tried to defame me. I have PhD. You're going to have to tell us all about it, my love, at some point. Hey, Chico, look, this is so crazy what happened. Okay, let's get this. Let me remind everybody. They had, well, congratulations. You're going to have to tell us a little bit about this process, right? Oh, yeah, I'm sure she is. So let me tell you, money does talk. Let me tell you what happened. So the hearing happened today. We were all separated in different rooms. Okay. And hey, Julio, welcome. And the attorney starts. Jared was like ready to go. I saw him, I didn't see anybody else there because we were all in different rooms. The chat was disabled. That was another thing that I noticed. The first thing they talked about is pretrial protective orders. Pretty basic stuff, right? Like, they have a protection order for the victim. They wanted to outline that. And then the thing that struck me, that stood out to me the most, was that they're requesting fingerprinting accommodations. If the court requested fingerprinting, where are we at with the fingerprinting? And he's like, well, the attorney for Jared said, well, we might need to make some fingerprinting accommodations. I said, fingerprinting accommodations, guys. If this was me or any of you guys there, you think the court's going to make accommodations for the fact that I'm out of state? This filing has been done, 2 months ago? Okay, he's been knowing about this shit. He didn't fingerprint himself. He waited, and now he's requesting for fingerprint accommodations. He needed to have been fingerprinted before the hearing, but of course, the court didn't. This is just me, right? So the court said, well, I need the fingerprinted to be done by the end of the month. Okay. Like, that needs to be complete and part of the order. No accommodations for him. Absolutely. But they made the attorney was requesting for accommodations. It's either in Utah. So then the attorney was like, well, we're out of state. He's out of state. So can the accommodations be made so he's able to fingerprint and, go to like Oregon or whatever the fuck he's at right now? And basically, thank you, Jessica. My love. Look, I'm going to drop the link for you. If there's something that you want to say in addition to this, I'll go and read your Facebook post right now. But yes, the privilege of it all. So they asked him, well, there's a process to be done. Like he's out of state. Da, 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 da. Yeah. I sat there. I said, no, you fucking didn't. Like, yeah, if this was anybody, you already know, guys. You already know. Half of you guys would have been locked up for not being fingerprinted. Like, come on now. It must be nice to, money talks. Let me go ahead and go to Facebook real quick. Jessica says that she posted something. Shout out to Jessica, who is in the chat. Yep. You already, Jessica, look at you, my love. Look at you. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Let me zoom into this. Jessica says, Jared was ordered to be fingerprinted and booked before court today. Jared was not fingerprinted and booked before court today. Jared was ordered to get fingerprinted and booked before the end of December. However, a new court date for a sealed motion is scheduled for December 23rd at 8:30 a.m. Perfect. The case is already set up for failure as it is in its proceedings illegally without Jared being fingerprinted and booked. Am I the only one seeing that this case is set up to be overturned on technicalities? Last court hearing was bad enough. Now this, really? Instead of the court playing by their rules, Jared is once again allowed to play by his. Makes me sick. Can you guys, this is the bullshit that I'm talking about. I said, wait a minute. The mother effer isn't booked yet? He isn't fingerprinted yet? No joke. He was not fingerprinted. This is what I'm saying. The privilege of it all. It must be nice. It must be nice, right? Like money talks, guys. Money talks. Yes. I'm telling you. How is that even permitted? It seems kind of like a setup to me. Fingerprint accommodation, says the attorney. And let me see. Yeah, I know, guys. And let me make sure. Sorry, because I'm like, I don't see I think I see Lady Webb's in there, but there's a lot of comments coming in. Thank you, Granny. Granny said it. Sally Smith. So I have a troll in here. Let me hide her stupid ass. I have a filthy mouth. Yes, I do, ma'am. Especially when it comes to talking about victims. I sure do. Why don't you go troll somewhere else? You fan stan of Jared. I'm sorry, but your hero is a pedo. Period. Point blank. How do you like them apples? Do you want my mouth to get a little bit more filthier than that? Please come back and troll. Because I will drag the heft out of you, my friend. I will drag you. Okay? No, this is so great. You got people in my comments trying to defend. You have people in the comments trying to defend him. Are you kidding me? Yeah. So I just had to block somebody. Do I have any experience? No. I don't think that that's what I'm saying. I'm saying for this particular instance, this is really a sad situation, given the fact that the court itself is not necessarily following its own rules. It's my understanding that you need to be fingerprinted before. What is this about fingerprint accommodations? That doesn't make sense. So thank you very much. Yeah, I think it's because of what happened with YouTubers causing the court to shut down. As it is an SA charge, he has to be fingerprinted within a time frame from the charges being filed. Thank you. Oh, look at, there she is, my love. See, gee, go ahead, guys. I'm making my money off of him. I'm making my money off of exposing him. Yeah, you're right. And you're making me money by clicking and viewing this. Thank you. Guys, I have no mercy for apologists of Jared Leisek. I'm just letting you, I have no mercy for these type of people. I really don't. No mercy. Thank you. Yes, Ms. B, I am reporting on the case. But some people just want to be known. And so let's go ahead and thank you, Lady Webbs. And I'm going to block them as well on my end as well. Right, Tara. Jared, is that you, my friend? Oh, you're so cute. That's so funny. Thank you. Thank you. I think that's it. Say hello to Jared. Period. Guys, this is too much. This is too much. Thank you. Thank you. I live in Canada. It does not surprise me. I had to go through it with my 7-year-old granddaughter. He got all the breaks, none for the victim, and he got 3 years with a program director. Oh my God. I'm in Utah and I had court last month and it was done through WebEx. The courts here are still functioning as if COVID was an issue. Teresa, are you serious? That's just crazy to me. So do you think it's an issue of WebEx or like the fact that people have to be apologetic because there's COVID? Like, I guess I don't know. Come on, Utah. Come on, Utah. What the hell? Yeah. So, he's either going to be fingerprinted in his state. Thank you. Okay, thank you for that. He's either going to be fingerprinted in his state or in Utah. He's going to have to figure it out. Latina here. Hey, Corey, welcome. And let me tell you that the courts do not give accommodations for much of anything. You get in trouble for not updating your address. Or that's what I thought. This is what I'm saying. It's like, it must be nice. It must be nice. Yes. But like I said, you'll have apologists of Jared, and I'm not an apologist of that. He needs to be called out. Period. Enabled and apologists are discussing, and they're only pave a smoother way for them to get the sick perpetrators to continue their awful illegal activities. Thank you. They're super lax in their court. You have to wear a mask in California court. She's bringing awareness. Yes, thank you. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about this situation. Like, I don't know. And shout out to Jessica and Hero as well. Whew. Yeah, you're seriously stronger than you know, my love. No, it's easier. It's just easier in the judicial system. It's pretty common to operate remotely. But if he was ordered to do it, it should just still be done, whatever it is. Yeah. Right? Again, I'm a former LA law enforcement officer. Everything is digital. Doesn't matter where you are from. It's in the same database. Question. Hey, shout out to you, crazy one. Never been in trouble since. I don't know what you mean. What in the deal is he ordered by the court to do? He doesn't and doesn't. Is there no consequence? Is this true? Am I informed? My love, I was under the impression you had to be fingerprinted before you went to court, before the hearing. And now it's in the order. He has to do it by the end of the month. But my thing is this, okay? They're talking about accommodations to his fingerprinted because he's out of state. And I get that. He's out of state. But I was like, well, why? Like, the hearing is today. You're not fingerprinted yet. Even the judge was like, well, you're not fingerprinted yet. Like, what's up with, where are we at with that? Well, Your Honor, he's in a different state. And maybe I'll call my paralegal to see if they'll check Oregon. Yada, 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 basically, to get him fingerprinted. They're set for another hearing, a preliminary hearing. Filings will be sealed. This is what it's looking like. So to me, it sounds like, I would have to agree with Jessica. It sounds a bit of a setup. Sounds a bit like setup-ish, Thank you, Granny. I'm saying, get your ass over there. Yeah, you could just travel fine when he was chasing all the money all over the country. So if he hasn't made his way down to Utah by now, no excuse after this long. And also this being a second court appearance. Right. And if he was ordered to and he didn't, let me see. Isn't he contempt? Well, I mean, he hasn't violated the court order quite yet. But what makes me mad is that if the attorney is a criminal attorney, right? He would have to have known this. The guy, I don't know. It just pissed me off, but that's just me. We have a protection order, so if he violates it, he'll be in trouble. his attorney was like, that should be no issue. But what got to me is this fingerprinted piece, because I said, if this was regular, a regular citizen, not a YouTuber, a regular citizen would have been in trouble for this shit. Period. Would have been in trouble for this shit. Just the fact that he's still posting videos shows the level of ego and narcissism. Yep. He thinks he's untouchable. Absolutely. Right. Well, and that's a good point. Mr. Smith said, with his passion, they already have that, but not for this specific crime. So this would be a little bit different. Stay strong, Jared. Will get what he deserves, period. I thought he had till the end of November to get booked and printed. Did that change? Brianne, I thought I was under the same impression as well. And let me refresh, because I know Twitter is probably going a little bit like crazy. Oh my God. See, I didn't do this. Hold up. Let me show you guys what I see on Twitter right now. You guys can't be doing this. Screen grabs. Oh my gosh. This is what the court said we could not do. Lord have mercy. Let me put myself here. Someone on Twitter said, oh wait, that was December 1st. Okay. I was going to say, please tell me that wouldn't be today. Okay. Why is this coming up as new? Let me see what this is about. Let me see what. Oh, this was a while ago. This is not new. I'm looking to see if Duty Ron has issued any apologies. Okay, we're not. That's not new whatsoever. People were released. There's the link. If anybody can join the hearing now, but it's changed because the chat is disabled. But there you go. I'm trying to see if anybody else has updated anything on Twitter, and I don't see anything yet. People aren't talking about it quite yet. People aren't on it quite yet. Nope. And Twitter's pretty good about being on it right away. What do you guys think in the comments? Is it just me? I mean, are we just like, period? Your cousin does deserve justice. He couldn't get booked and fingerprinted. The hearing was shut down. No, Shelly, but he should have been booked and fingerprinted before the hearing. That's typically part of I was under the assumption that that's part of the process. I can see the judge doing what the judge in Brittany's conservatorship hearing did. Oh my gosh. But nothing has been like updated here on anything. Yeah. Oh, okay, Jeanette. And I mean, we already talked about that. I don't want to go back to what Mr. Duty Ron did or didn't do. Like I said, it sounds like it was a mistake. I get it. And then everything else that happened afterward was not okay either by all of them. It combined. He should have been booked and fingerprinted before the last hearing. That's what I thought. Even though the last hearing was like dismissed, or not dismissed, but at least rescheduled, he should have been booked. He should have been booked before the hearing. That's what I was under the impression of. We need a criminal defense attorney to come and clear it up. Is a mystery Maven in the chat? I don't know. I don't think she does criminal defense, but I was under the impression that that was part of their process. He should have been arrested. No bail. Who is uploading new shows on AWP? Is it Jared? I'm pretty sure it's Jared. I pray justice will be served. Me too. I think we're all there, guys. What is happening? Just come on. Are you just not coming in? So we had the hearing this morning. Again, let me repeat. I'm going to repeat myself one more time before I head out, so you guys are aware. We had the hearing this morning. They did a protective order for the named victim. Anything addressed? Corey, that's a great question. No, Hero was not in the hearing. This was just to address Jared, okay, and the complaint that's been filed. Just so you guys are aware, nothing was addressed. It was just a protection order that's in place, basically like a no contact order that is in place. And then it went to fingerprinting, accommodations. This is what his attorney is asking for. They're asking for some accommodation, and he tried to say, well, I'll call my paralegal to see if they can fingerprint him over there. And I think he's in Oregon or something, wherever Oregon is at, right? And because he didn't go to Utah to get fingerprinted, he should have been fingerprinted and booked. But they're talking about accommodations. The judge said she wants him to be fingerprinted fingerprinted by the end of the month. It's part of the order. It sounds like there were other motions that were going to be filed on behalf of Jared's attorneys. He wants those sealed. Those are going to be sealed. That's kind of where we're at right now. It's been the next hearing is going to be on the 23rd of this month. There's a vacation for the attorney, so they need to do it a little bit quicker. And it sounds like it's a preliminary hearing. That's where they left it at. Okay. It's not. I don't think so. It's written black and white in his summons to present himself to his first hearings. Thank you. I thought so too. Matter of fact, why don't we do this? Why don't we go to the summons? Why don't we do that? I'm sure it's posted on somewhere, Reddit wise. Give me 1 second, guys. Why don't we do that right now? Because he literally, I mean, the court hearing is already starting very rocky, don't you think? Isn't it like you were supposed to be fingerprinted before the hearing? I'm pretty sure Steve from SF Investigates had posted the summons before. Hold up. Okay, here's one document, but I don't think this is pertaining to. Here it is. Is this it? Let me put this up here. Here we go. I mean, why don't we just show it now? I thought he should have been already fingerprinted from his previous charge for fraud. Yeah, Matt, but this would be a new charge. So I think that they would have to redo it, like do a new one. Here we go. Certified receipt for the following November 3rd, served personally. Okay, it doesn't say anything about fingerprinting then, but I'm pretty sure that he needed to have been fingerprinted prior. Let's see. I know I'm not making this shit up. I felt like I saw it somewhere. Where is it? And I thought Steve had posted it out too. Let's see. Judge Larson, WebEx, November 30th, the court. Okay. Above the motion defended to allow him and his attorney to appear, scheduled WebEx. Okay. Let's see. Steve says is trying to sneak his stuff in, goes against everything the court system is supposed to be about, and it's sad if that is what's going on. If you're going to effectively seal the fucking docket and courtroom, then seal it. Don't sneak it. Judge Larson will find out 100% of the time. Let's see. There's no motion. It says there's no motion to appear via WebEx. The last motion was specific to the last court date. If it didn't happen. So I assume he appeared in the actual courtroom, but the judge doesn't have a calendar for the 12th. So what the fuck is going on? I hope the DA is not playing along. I hope so too. Here we go. Let's see. I know I've seen it somewhere. Oh, sorry, Steve. I'm not trying to put all your stuff out there, but I am trying to figure out where I had seen it, and I'm pretty sure it was Steve who had posted it somewhere. By the way, you guys go check out SF Investigates, because he does kind of keep everybody, not just on this case, but he does look into missing person cases for everybody to check it out. Let's see. Where the hell? Let's see. Is this it right here? Where the defendant lives out of state, I asked our case manager in Manatee. She wasn't sure how that would be handled. Okay, here we go. I did email the court today, and this was back in what date was this? November 29th. Okay, it says I did email the court today inquiring if the arraignment had been made where Leisek did not have to surrender to be booked, since he has not done so yet, and he is appearing remotely. This is what the judge representative told me. Okay. Hi, Steve. I checked with our head clerk in 6th District, and here's what she said. I hope it helps. Looking over the docket, there's only an order allowing the defendant to appear remotely. He was served with the summons, which on page 2 does instruct the defendant to appear for booking. Oh, what? Manti, thank you, Shelly. Thank you, my love. What does that say right there? What does that say right there? He was served with the summons, which on page 2 does instruct the defendant to appear for booking and release. Telling you, yo. I'm telling you. The law only applies to regular folks like everyone else here. I'm sure I would have been locked up. A lot of us would have been locked up. Like, come on now. Thank you, Miss Dailies. How? I want to know. And shout out to Mr. Steve Fisher, who posted this on his Twitter. Thank you, Teresa. Where are these supporters at, my friends? Where are you at, Sally Smith? Look at this. Look at this. Looking all over the docket, there is only an order allowing the defendant to appear remotely. He was served with the summons, which on page 2 does instruct the defendant to appear for booking and release. I would have to direct the question to the prosecutor's office as they prepare the document. If the defendant failed to comply, it would be in the office for who would ask the court to address it. I'm not sure how they're going to request that portion be handled where the defendant lives out of state. I asked our case managers in Manti, thank you, Shelly, and she wasn't sure how that would be handled. Where are you at, Jared Sally Smith? Yo. There you go. And the DA didn't ask for shit. The DA didn't say, no, we can't comply. Come on, DA. Come on, Utah DA. Period. It does worry you a lot. You guys, this is just so. Yeah, I'm gonna be a little bit like saying it extra. Manti. I used to live in Utah, so I don't know why I can't even say. I knew how to say it. I just, I forget. Well, Steve did mention how he hopes that the DA is not condoning any of this. Yeah, maybe a strongly worded email to the DA needs to be kind of like done, right? Look at this, guys. You can't make this shit up. What does that say about our criminal justice system? It says that if you're rich, if you have money, power, position, like the law doesn't apply to you. That's what that just says right there, page 2. Thank you, crazy one. Shit happens like this everywhere. It's not how you know, it's who you know. What you know or who you know. It's rigged. You guys are going off on these comments. Oh my God. Right. Prosecutor. So if it's on page 2, and this is somebody straight from the office, I did email the court today inquiring if an arraignment had been made where Leisek did not have to be surrendered to be booked since he has not done so yet and is appearing remotely. This is what the judge representative told me. Right here. So the question goes to the prosecution's office. The prosecutor didn't say shit. They didn't say shit. The judge was the one who ordered and said, I need you to be booked and fingerprinted by the end of the month. That she made it part of the order today. She certainly did. But the prosecutor didn't like say, the manual says page 2, guys. Page 2 says that you're supposed to be booked before your appearance today. Why aren't you booked? I'm telling you, Jessica might be on one right there. Jessica just said it. She said this shit smells like a fucking, it's a setup. That's, I don't blame her for saying that. It's, I mean, because that's what it seems like. That is so crazy to me. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. This is just crazy. Let me see if there's any other, and again, shout out to Steve. Steve, I'm using your stuff. I'm trying to skip over to what's relevant to today's hearing and stuff. And thank you so much for being so helpful, posting some of the stuff. You guys got to follow him on Twitter because he does post a lot of stuff on this stuff. This is so crazy. Well, what do you guys think in the comments about this? I mean, I don't even know what else to make of this. Like, thank you. Right? No, I agree with you, Corey, on that one. Utah is, yeah. Right. Anyways, guys, well, clearly, right, Mama? Clearly, we're already starting with some level of violations of page 2 of whatever was supposed to be followed. This man should have been booked. Now it's in the order that he needs to be booked. His attorney is asking for some accommodations, because he lives out of state. That's what happened in the hearing. The next hearing is set up. I believe it's a preliminary hearing. And it's set up for the 23rd this month, okay, because people were going on vacation. So they needed to make sure that, the right people were going to be involved. Right, Mama? There you go. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I just wanted to come up and talk a little bit about this. Clearly, it's just, it seems very set up-ish to me. Those actions are signs of an attempt to aim for a technicality. Well, I mean, they don't give a shit. Like, that's what if there was anything clear today, is that they didn't give a shit. They didn't hold him accountable to whatever page 2 says. And it's completely up to the prosecutor's office. I don't know. Absolutely, Corey. Absolutely. And so then, when you have someone like Sally Smith or another fan Stan, I'm sorry, you will get called out. And I will drag you. This is my platform, and I'm going to do what I have to do. You might want to go to those that support him and go hang out over there. It's so sad. Yes, I mean, it's just a sad situation. But anyways, guys, I'm going to let you go because I have to head out. I've got Baby Bunny awake now. I'm going to go live later on so you guys can join me. Make sure you watch the replay of this if you're wanting to know what happened. But like I said, I guess we have another hearing on the 23rd. We'll go from there. And, we'll see what happens. And again, he was not booked or fingerprinted, which he should have been. And shout out to Mr. Steve Fisher for pointing that out a couple weeks ago. This is so crazy to me, you guys, but I don't know. It's sad. And this is just, I guess, the way Utah is operating this case. Pretty disgusting. All right, guys, rabbits out.